Hey folks, Dolph and Dale here, and I am bringing you a 2-for-1 video. And that's because this band only has 4 albums. And I got 2 of them today, got 2 of them last year, and I didn't show them last year. So we're going to look at all of them today. So let's start from the beginning. I first discovered this band back in '91 when I picked up this videotape. This is Hot Metal 4, which was put out by Intense Records, which was a label underneath the Frontline Music Group. I was excited about this for some other bands. The video kicks off with Ken Tamplin, Living for My Lord, which is one of my all-time favorite tracks. But we all know Tamplin. Tamplin is more of a melodic power metal. This also had songs by Angelica. Cover Me was the song that they did, and then Ransom doing Lasting Love. Ransom being a female-fronted group by Lisa Faxon. Great band. So there was more melodic stuff on here. There's also, it closes out with another Ken Tamplin video when he was with the group Shout, called Give Me an Answer. But this video really changed my perspective on metal because I was not very familiar with some of the more extreme forms of metal. Certainly not. It really opened my eyes to thrash, though it'd be a process that would take me years and years to realize that I really have a love and affinity for thrash. But yeah, just the more extreme forms of metal I had not been exposed to, because after Ken Tamplin and Angelica's videos played, then we had Deliverance, Weapons of Our Warfare, which blew my mind. And I immediately loved them. Though I'd never really paid much attention to music that heavy before. Then after Ransom, Tourniquet came on with Arc of Suffering, which, I'm a huge Tourniquet fan as well, so that really broadened my horizons quite a bit. And then after Tourniquet came this band, Vengeance Rising, with You Can't Stop It. I will not lie and say that I was a fan right from the start. At first, while I could get with Deliverance and Tourniquet, the vocals on the Vengeance Rising track were distracting, to say the least. And so probably the biggest part of my reaction to that was just, what did I watch? What was that? It would take a while for me to really listen to the music behind the vocals and appreciate that, the great musicianship there. But I'm still not going to tell you I'm the biggest Roger Martinez fan out there. I think there are guys that I prefer more in the area of vocals that aren't particularly melodic. And yeah, so my interest in Vengeance is probably more for the musicians in the band than Martinez as a vocalist. And so anyway, so that was how I discovered Vengeance, and who would later become Vengeance Rising.
mission of change that might be fulfilled. What was spoken by the prophet?
So let's start looking at the albums and CDs. So their first album was called Human Sacrifice. And a while back, I picked up this digipack that was put out by Rox Records, because the prices on some of the Vengeance Rising stuff was just really up there. So I was very happy when they put out Human Sacrifice in this digipack. And matter of fact, I got a sticker with it. Very cool. And then it folds out like this. Here's the back. You can see the tracks that are on there. So I was very happy to get this. And at the same time, I even picked up the The Vengeance Rising Human Sacrifice raw unreleased first mix that they put out shortly thereafter. There's a sticker from it. And here's that digipack. Well, I'm calling them digipacks, but they're just cardboard sleeves. Track listing. And it folds out similarly. Very similar type artwork. Write-ups. Okay, so that leads me to today, when the brand new reissues of Human Sacrifice came out. And here's the CD. I got the CD LP pack. What I like about this is sometimes I find those extra borders, I guess they're helpful in being able to know which pressing you've got immediately, but I will probably flip it, and what I like about it is that they put the original cover on the back side. And then, of course, it comes with they always do such a great job with these. Scott does a great job with these. Scott Waters doing the artwork and putting these books together so that you get more than just a CD. And here is the CD, and then just a picture of the other cover. Here are the tracks on this particular album or version. And I'll let you see the difference in the two covers. And so here's the difference in the covers. They went with the original cover on the new CD. Okay, so now let's look at the vinyl. I have pulled them from the box and scored the plastic so that we can just open it up without much fumbling, but I love that cover. That is awesome. Here's the back. Looks great. And so I have not seen what's inside here. We'll put the vinyl down for just a second and look at any inserts. Make sure I don't lose any here. Okay. So, from my understanding, this is the first 4-page insert that Rox has ever done. Looks good. There's the back. And then the inside. Very nice. Let's take a look at the vinyl. So I picked up the red. It has some black swirl in it. Love the centering. That's awesome. Of course, we got rocks on the back. But that is a nice looking album. Yeah. All right. So the second album to come out today was Vengeance Rising Once Dead, which was their sophomore effort. And it's the only other Vengeance Rising album that I actually had the CD for. This is a 2010 copy from Intense Millennium. And you're probably not going to be able to make out, well, maybe you can make out the track listing there. You can see it's got some extra tracks that talk about it's having interviews. So that was, I've had that one, and then of course I picked up the gold edition once dead. And here's the back of it. And of course it has a really nice booklet with it as well. That has write-up, pictures, lyrics. Well, there's more pictures, lyrics. Just really well done with a full-scale cover on the back. When you see them side by side, it's kind of hard to tell them apart, except for the rocks in the corner, and the colors seem to pop a little bit more on the rocks version than on the Intense Millennium version. So that is the CDs on Vengeance Rising Once Dead. Now let's look at the vinyl. Man, this why I love albums. Man, that looks cool. And then you've got the back. Let's check out the inside. Okay, so we have the 4-page insert. Front and back. And then the middle. Lots of pictures, lots of lyrics. Looking good. And now for the vinyl. Oh, wow. Check this out. Looking good in blue. Got the custom centering. Rock's logo on the other side. That is a great looking album. Yeah. So well done on the 2 new albums, Once Dead and Human Sacrifice. They look excellent. And now for the 2 albums that I did not show last year. This is their 3rd album. It's called Destruction Comes. Now, Destruction Comes, when it first came out in, I think, more CD form than album. So the CDs had a special sticker that went on it like that to be placed in, I believe, in Christian bookstores. Then, of course, you pull it out. And so I'll give, gotta give Rox credit for thinking about how are we going to do this. This was a cool way to do it. Here is the inner sleeve. This one's just a single page, but still well done, with credits on one side, lyrics on the other. Now let's look at the vinyl. I've already cleaned it and put it in a MoFi sleeve, so you can see. Check that out. Kind of a tan or brown record. Yeah, kind of marbleized. Custom centering, rocks. Now for the final album, and that is Vengeance Rising, Released Upon the Earth. Get it out of that sleeve so there's not so much reflection. There we go. Looks good. And then the back. So we've got a very nice insert. Of course, lyrics. And now to look at that vinyl. And this is Released Upon the Earth. Custom center ring. Rocks. Label on the back. This one is a little more, I don't know, maybe a little closer to lavender. Still very cool. Now I have one last item to show. Since this is a collection video, not just an unboxing, I have one more item to show in the collection, because I'm not sure. At first I wasn't going to include it, but then I thought I don't know where I would include it if I don't include it in this video. And that would be this DVD. This is called Once Dead, Return with a Vengeance. And Once Dead was basically the members of Vengeance Rising minus Roger Martinez, who Martinez held on to the right, so they couldn't use the name Vengeance Rising. So they used the name Once Dead. And if you can tell, this one is signed, and that is because I bought it from the one and only legendary Scott Waters. And he signed it for me and even put in a card, an ultimatum card, and said thanks, enjoy. And so this is basically the Vengeance Rising guys plus Scott Waters, and it definitely I'm obviously including this in my Vengeance Rising collection, so I thought it was a significant thing to show, and very cool to have that piece of to have that DVD signed. And so that is my collection on Vengeance Rising. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed seeing the brand new albums. And so I'm going to get off here and wish you a great day, no matter what day of the week that you finally see this on. I hope to get it edited and up real quick. And anyway, just hope you're doing well. And we'll see you soon. Peace.